Welcome back, guys. Okay, I got some things I want to do to the Mustang and the Procharger kit, but it is windy as balls outside, so I have to, come on camera, focus. I have to move the Integra and pull the Mustang inside. We're going to do it inside the garage today because it is just a windy storm outside, and I'm not going to deal with it. I don't want to deal with the audio quality. I don't know if it's going to fuck up right now. I mean, yeah, it's windy as shit. So let me get the car situated, and then we'll start. Alright, so there should be no wind in here, thank God, but pretty much what I want to do is enhance their intake design. Okay, now as crazy as that sounds, they put it in a weird-ass spot. I said yesterday in the reveal video that it is in a stupid spot. All the heat that comes off of the headers goes straight up. Yes, I do have the little, heat extraction vent for my cowl hood and everything, but that's not enough. I mean, the heat is going to go through that first. So what I want to do is build a little heat shield kind of cupping it, so that way the heat goes around it and then it gets its own little fresh air. And then, I don't know, maybe this weekend I will actually take off the hood and cut that little hole bigger. There are two holes, so you're not going to see that from the outside, but if I can enlarge that hole so more heat can actually get out, then that might help it too. But yeah, pretty much today I want to build a little coupling design, or a little I don't know what to explain, a little heat shield pretty much. It's going to be kind of difficult. I don't have a lot of room to work with, but what we're going to do is try to build it out of cardboard first and just go from there. Also, yesterday I took off their little vacuum line that was right here and relocated it to the back there. It's a little janky job right now. I gotta fix it up, but I did it in the AutoZone parking lot. I just wanted to get it over with. I put back on my catch can, so now my actual crankcase can breathe, so that's good. But I do want to just make that little coupling, and then not today though. I do also want to build the little ramp for the air down there. Just something that no one's gonna see really, but it's there and it's functional. So hopefully, I mean, it should be pretty simple. It's just getting it to fit is gonna be the only bitch, I think. That's gonna be the hard part, but I think making it should be pretty simple. But hey, we'll find out. All right, so what I'm going to try to do first is make it out of cardboard. This is actually the petrol box. So they're helping me in more ways than one. They don't even know it yet, but they're helping me. But what I'm gonna try to do is just try to fit this somehow, get a shape that I want, try to mask it out. I mean, what I need it to be secure. I can't just lay something in there. And this actually looks a little bit too big, so I might have to cut some more off. But I can't just lay something in there. That doesn't sound safe, so I actually do have to fasten it to something, which I think that is going to be the hard part. I mean, there's a few things I can fasten it to, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to try to fasten it to the actual tube itself, and maybe a zip tie to like one of these brackets or something metal, so it's not going to fuck up. Okay, so let me try to shape this how I want it, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so it is a bitch to work in there, so I'm actually going to try to take the intake tube off. I think that might be my best bet, because there's no way I'm going to be able to feed this in and out of there over and over without fucking something up. So I'm going to take it off and try to go from there. Alright, so far we're looking at something like this. So I don't like it. I do not like how that's looking so far. I did take off the tube and kind of just wedge it in there and then put it back, but I don't know. I don't want it to rub up on everything. It is secure, but it's not bolted to anything. So it's a weird spot because we got the dipstick there. We have a little breather line underneath it. It's a weird area. So I got to figure something out quick. All right, so I'm not going to lie. A minute ago, this wasn't looking too promising, but I think I got the shape I want. So we have 2 or 3 areas to bolt down right here. I'll probably just utilize 2 of them. This will bolt down right here. This flap will stay up. This flap will stay up. There will be a hole right here and a zip tie holding it to right there. So this whole thing should not move. It is wedged in there too, so it isn't gonna move. It's not gonna have any way to move. It's gonna be made out of metal, obviously. And there will be, hopefully I can find at Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever the fuck I'm going. Hopefully I can find some aluminum sheeting, aluminum back insulator. I think that's what they call it. And that'll actually help it cool as well. I mean, there are a few different designs you could do. You can easily wrap this bitch all the way around and have it completely close it off. But I'm not trying to suffocate it from air. I feel like if I do that, no air is gonna actually be able to get into it. So I just wanna stop the heat from directly rising up onto it. This is my plan. I think it'll work. It looks like a pretty good idea. So we gotta go to Home Depot now, get some aluminum, and we'll go from there. All right, so we made it back, but the engine is obviously hot. We just got home. I got the sheet right there. They didn't have the exact one I wanted, so this one has a small, and I mean really small, little concave It's not gonna be a problem, honestly. We're gonna be bending it and folding it and shit like that, so it's not gonna be a problem. But I'm gonna let it cool off for a little bit. I'm debating on when I put it in to paint it black. I don't want it to look like bare aluminum like that, so, or whatever metal it is. It's not that heavy, so I don't really care. But gotta paint it black, make it match, make it not look, you know, like shit. So take your time when you're doing this, if you are doing this. Now what we got to do though is trace this little template onto it and cut it. So let's start doing that. Take advantage of the edges while doing this. It's just less to cut. But yeah, now trace it and then just cut it out with some sort of saw. I'm probably gonna use an angle grinder and just fucking slice that bitch down. So I'm not gonna record that. You guys should know how to cut. Shouldn't be that hard. All right, so here we have the template, and then here we have the actual cut. I do have to file down the edges. It is stupid sharp right now, but we have the actual cut. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. This actually doesn't weigh too much either, so this should be pretty simple. Now we just got to file it down, shape it how we want, and then try to install it. All right, so now I'm going to test fit the cardboard mold and try to get the holes for the mounting, and then I'm going to transfer them onto this one. I kind of already bent this one into the shape I'm thinking. I think that will allow the heat to go around the filter without obviously it's sucking it directly back in. I mean, it's just a weird design. Like, come on, Procharger. I mean, I know there's nowhere else you can really go, but come on, like right above the headers, you had to do that. I don't know. It'd be cool if I could put it right over the intake manifold, but even that gets hot. So I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and dry fit this shit. So let's test it out. Okay. So I had to cut out a little bit more for the dipstick. That way I have clearance for the dipstick. We still have a good chunk right here. I got the holes for the mounting. Now we just need to make sure that the other one fits and just pray to God that everything works. All right, guys, I'm actually kind of surprised on how good it's coming out. Now, I know it looks like shit right now. Obviously, it's not done. It's not painted. I don't have any of the trim on there. You'll see I'm going to do some little shit here and there, but we are clearing the oil dipstick. I had to cut another section out over here to clear this feel line. It's not rubbing on any hard edges or anything like that. I trimmed a little bit more off the top, too, just so it's not pressed up against those cables. I mean, it's looking really good, honestly. I mean, trust me, it's not done yet. We're not there yet. But it's looking pretty solid. I'm not even lying. Like, we got the holes bolted. It's in there. I just gotta shape it a little bit better and then we should be good. So let me get it shaped and then I'll start prepping it and doing all the shit I need to do. And now it's all starting to come together. We went and lined the edges with a vacuum line. I had some extra laying around. This way it doesn't have any sharp edges and it looks more legit. Time to paint it. And I'm gonna see, I have a little insulating sheet up behind here that it's obviously not being used because I actually got this. So I might go ahead and just lay that on in there. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I like that, it should work, but I think with the insulating sheet it'll work a lot better. So I might go and get the insulating sheet out from underneath this bitch and then slap that bitch on there, paint the backside black, and then we should be good to go. I love those ideas where it seems crazy and then at the end when it all starts coming together, it's just like, wow, I can't believe like it's actually working. I love those ideas, but it's actually coming together. So this is actual car heat insulator. I bought this at like Team C Performance. I believe that's what they're called out in Bellflower. I bought it a while back. I was using it for my hood, but since I took this off my old hood and I kind of retrofabbed it to it, it worked fine. I do need to fix it now though, so that's kind of a bummer, but it seems to be working fine. I do still want to paint the outside and I am going to actually glue on the little hose edge. That way it stays on and I'm not rubbing up against any other hoses or cables with a sharp edge. So it's actually legit. I'm surprised on how legit it's going to be. So let me go ahead and get this all figured out. I'll start painting it and then I'll show you guys the finished result. All right, guys, and won't you look at that? That is the finished product. We got the sides painted black. It is beautiful. It looks like it's supposed to be like that. Like, yeah, I folded out the edges just to make it not look so sharp, but it looks fucking nice. I am surprised. I mean, it covers most of the filter. The heat now will come out around it and out through the extractor vent. Perfect. I love it. So there's only one way to test it. We got to turn on the car and see if I could feel how cold it actually is in this area. Obviously, it'll be substantially colder than this area, so we're going to have to compare. So let me turn on the car and let it run for a bit. Alright guys, so I'm just driving around the residential area trying to heat it up a little bit. The car is up to temperature, but we just want to make sure we get a little bit of heat in there, do some downshifts. Oh, I never get tired of that. right, guys, so I'm going to just start placing my hand on areas and feel how hot it is. We just did a little bit of driving. I mean, it is hot under here. If I hold my hand here, yeah, it's getting warm, and that's to the point to where I don't want to hold it anymore. Let's see about the actual filter. I know this isn't very scientific, but the filter itself I can touch all day. But if I stick my hand under here and hold it here, I mean, it's fucking hot. That shit's legit cooking my hand. So, I mean, it looks like it works. It seems functional. I mean, it makes sense. The science behind it. Heat rises. It's going to go around it, obviously. So, it seems like it works. I'm really happy with the outcome of it. I didn't expect it to come out this decent looking. I am going to do some things in the future to clean it up a little bit. I am going to shave down these sides and just use one continuous hose instead of having to chop it like that. But for now, it seems to actually work, and it is not going anywhere. I cannot budge it at all. But I mean, hey, fuck it. I mean, if you guys want to try to make yourself a little colder intake, I wouldn't really say that this is a very effective one, but it is by far better than what I had before, with my long tubes just sitting right there, heat getting sucked right back up into it. I mean, that's just no good for the car. So here we go. I mean, nice little cold air intake, functional cold air intake. So if you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up. I'm gonna go ahead and get this posted today as soon as possible. So I'm gonna go inside, edit it. Until next video, peace.